I guess I'll start with how everything spiraled into this mess. I'm 55 now, but to really understand how I ended up here, you've got to go back to when I was fresh out of college. Back then, I thought I had life all figured out. I met this amazing woman. At least she seemed amazing at the time. We had this whirlwind romance, the kind of love story you see in movies. It was fast, passionate, and intense. And before I knew it, we were married. I truly believed I'd hit the jackpot, that I'd found my forever person. For a while, things were good. Really good, actually. A couple of years into our marriage, we had our son, Eddie, and it felt like everything was falling into place. I had a steady job. We bought a house with a little yard, and life seemed like it was lining up just how I always imagined it would. You know that typical picture-perfect family dream you grow up hearing about. But looking back now, I can see that there were cracks in the foundation from the very beginning. At the time, I didn't want to see them. Or maybe I did see them, but I convinced myself they didn't matter. I wanted so badly for us to be happy, for us to work, that I ignored the red flags. My ex-wife, well, she had this way of taking control of everything. Every decision we made, every disagreement we had, she always had to be right. And if she wasn't, she'd flip the situation until somehow it was all my fault. She was a master at turning herself into the victim and making me feel like I was the one messing everything up. For years, I put up with it. I bit my tongue during arguments, gave in to her demands, and did everything I could to avoid rocking the boat. I told myself it was for Eddie. He was such a great kid, smart, funny, full of curiosity, and I didn't want to be the reason his world fell apart. So I kept the peace, even when it meant putting myself last, even when it meant swallowing my own feelings day after day. But the truth is, you can only do that for so long before it starts eating away at you. By the time Eddie was a young man, I was completely drained. I wasn't just tired, I was worn down in a way that's hard to explain. I'd look at my life and think, is this it? Is this really all there's going to be? I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in a marriage that felt like a never-ending battle, where I was always on the losing side. So, I made the hardest decision I've ever had to make. I filed for divorce. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I wasn't prepared for just how ugly it would get. My ex-wife didn't just fight me. She declared war. She used every trick in the book to make me out to be the villain. And the worst part, she dragged Eddie right into the middle of it. She told him I didn't care about him, that I was leaving because I was selfish and couldn't handle being a husband or a dad.